Captain Adam gripped the helm firmly, his eyes fixed intently on the radar screen as his ship cut through the restless waves off the Somali coast. The sky above was an endless blue, serene yet deceptive, masking the lurking danger beneath its tranquility. On the horizon, he noticed two distant silhouette small boats that appeared harmless at first glance. Adam initially dismissed them as routine sightings, common fishermen perhaps, plying their daily trade. Yet something about their synchronized and purposeful approach stirred his seasoned instincts, raising an immediate alarm. All hands on deck. Adam's authoritative voice resonated throughout the ship, breaking the morning's quiet with urgency. He knew these waters well, notorious for piracy, but recent assurances from his superiors had declared the region safe again. Still, his gut told him otherwise. As the two boats drew nearer, the figures aboard became clearer armed men, their weapons glinting ominously under the sun. Captain Adam's fingers moved swiftly over the ship's controls, recalibrating course and speed as he barked precise commands. The vessel surged forward, engines roaring, as it executed sharp, evasive maneuvers, cutting deftly through the choppy sea. Captain Adam's rapid thinking guided the large container ship expertly through intricate movements. He directed his crew to shift cargo strategically, enhancing the ship's agility and making sudden turns that sent towering waves crashing against the smaller pirate boats, throwing them off balance. His tactics appeared to work. For a brief moment, hope flared that they'd successfully evaded the imminent threat. Yet his heart sank abruptly at the thundering sound of a third boat slamming stealthily against the hull of craft previously hidden from view, its pirates now rapidly boarding the massive ship. Within moments, heavily armed pirates grappled onto the deck, swiftly scaling the sides. Adam's mind raced, realizing the pirates had anticipated his moves and cleverly outmaneuvered him. He knew he had weapons aboard capable of repelling them, but the thought of risking lives through direct confrontation unsettled him deeply. Still, surrendering the ship outright offered no guarantee of safety for his crew. There had to be another way. As chaos erupted around him, a bold and ingenious plan began to form in his mind. With determination sparking anew, he quickly seized the ship's intercom. "Attention, crew! Everyone to the cafeteria immediately!" he commanded urgently, his voice firm but steady. He switched off the engines, leaving the ship adrift a calculated risk designed to confuse and disorient the intruders. Adam's plan hinged on his intimate knowledge of every inch of the ship, knowledge the pirates sorely lacked. Below deck, the crew swiftly obeyed, gathering safely out of sight. Meanwhile, the pirates, armed but clearly inexperienced with such a massive vessel, boarded hesitantly, visibly unsettled by the ship's eerie stillness. Pirate leader Aural hesitated momentarily, uncertainty etched across his rugged face, but greed quickly overcame his caution. He barked orders to his men, urging them to search for easily transportable valuables, unaware that Captain Adam watched their every move via hidden cameras from the bridge. Observing carefully, Adam formulated his next steps, coordinating silently with his trusted officers. They set their sights on isolating and subduing smaller groups of pirates, taking advantage of the vessel's complicated layout. Quietly, meticulously, Adam's crew prepared traps in the cargo hold, baiting their foes with strategically placed cargo. Soon, two pirates, Ahmed and Yusei, wandered into the hold, drawn by faint noises designed to lure them closer. Their eyes widened greedily as they discovered a crate overflowing with expensive smartphones. Overwhelmed by the sight, they momentarily abandoned caution, fully engrossed in their unexpected fortune. Unbeknownst to them, Captain Adam and his men watched closely, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to spring their carefully orchestrated trap. In a swift, decisive move, Adam gave the silent signal. Cargo doors slammed shut abruptly, trapping Ahmed and Yusuf inside with their newfound loot. Their celebration cut short. This initial victory buoyed Adam's crew, but underscored the threat still posed by Errol and his remaining armed pirates elsewhere aboard the ship. Captain Adam returned swiftly to the control room, scanning surveillance feeds intensely, tracking Errol's every movement. Aural, now wary and frustrated by his missing men, moved cautiously through the ship's corridors, tension palpable with each tentative step. His agitation exploded suddenly into a reckless show of force as he fired warning shots into the air, hoping to flush hidden crew members from their hiding places. The deafening echo of gunfire reverberated through the ship, dangerously escalating the situation. Adam knew decisive action was imperative. He gathered his crew, delivering firm instructions emphasizing stealth and caution. Understanding Arau's unpredictability, Adam devised a daring strategy, confronting the pirate leader directly in hopes of averting further bloodshed. His crew expressed apprehension, but unwavering trust in their captain's judgment was evident in their supportive silence. Armed only with non-lethal tulsa, stun gun and handcuffs, Adam moved silently toward Arau's last known location, each step deliberate and calculated. The vessel seemed to hold its breath as Adam rounded a corridor, finally coming face to face with Errol and his remaining men. Calm and composed, Adam stood before them, unflinching despite the weapons pointed threateningly in his direction. "I can show you where we keep the real valuables," Adam said calmly, his voice a measured blend of confidence and calculated surrender. Arau, skeptical but swayed by greed, reluctantly agreed, trailing Adam deeper into the cargo area. With each deliberate step, Adam subtly signaled his hidden crew to ready their final ambush. Arriving at a particular container, Errol and his men were momentarily distracted by the sight of dazzling jewelry piled high within. In that brief, vulnerable moment, Adam acted swiftly. With precise timing, he shoved Errol into a concealed trapdoor, his crew surging from hiding to overpower the remaining stunned pirates effortlessly. Within moments, all pirates were securely bound, their threat neutralized entirely. Captain Adam, relieved yet vigilant, swiftly conducted a thorough sweep of the vessel, ensuring every crew member was accounted for and unharmed. Soon the reassuring sight of a Coast Guard cutter emerged on the horizon, signaling a welcome end to the tense ordeal. Adam meticulously transferred control of the situation, but not without expressing an unexpected plea to the Coast Guard mercy for the captured pirates, reminding everyone present that desperation often drives individuals to piracy. As the pirates were securely transferred to the Coast Guard's custody, Adam's crew began to breathe easier, bonded closer than ever by the ordeal they'd bravely overcome. Each man aboard that day knew they owed their safety to Captain Adam's quick thinking, fearless leadership, and extraordinary courage, a captain whose calm under pressure turned potential tragedy into triumphant heroism. With the horizon now clear and safe, the container ship resumed its intended course. Yet aboard that ship, something fundamental had shifted. The crew shared more than just relief. They shared deep admiration and loyalty to the man who'd led them through the storm. Adam, watching the waters ahead with renewed resolve, felt a profound sense of pride. This journey had tested them all, but in its aftermath, they emerged stronger, forever united by the extraordinary events of this unforgettable day. As the sun began its slow descent towards the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and gold, a profound sense of peace settled over the ship. Captain Adam stood quietly at the helm, watching the Coast Guard vessel fade into the distance, satisfied yet reflective. He understood the gravity of what they'd faced and overcome. Yet, beneath his composed exterior, he felt immense pride for his crew, their courage, their discipline, and their unwavering trust in his leadership. In the ship's mess hall, the crew gathered, their faces relaxed for the first time since morning. Conversations buzzed softly, each man recounting the day's tense moments, relieved laughter occasionally punctuating the discussion. Adam joined them soon after, greeted warmly by his crew's grateful applause, which he humbly acknowledged with a nod and a modest smile. Settling into a chair among them, Adam spoke with genuine sincerity. "Today, every one of you proved your strength and courage. This victory belongs to all of us." His voice resonated through the room, carrying quiet strength and reassurance. The crew cheered appreciatively, their respect and loyalty to their captain now cemented deeper than ever. Later, as night fully enveloped the ship in a calming darkness, Adam returned to the bridge. His mind replayed the day's events, considering how quickly peace had shattered, how narrowly they'd avoided catastrophe. The ocean had always been unpredictable, but today's events underscored a profound lesson. Preparedness and unity were their greatest defenses against danger. Adam reflected on his plea for leniency toward the captured pirates. His words hadn't stemmed from mere sympathy, but from understanding that piracy was often a desperate response to unbearable conditions. He hoped his compassion might inspire second chances, giving these men opportunities to rebuild rather than simply punishing them. This act revealed Adam not just as a captain, but as a leader who valued humanity above all else. The calm of the sea outside contrasted sharply with the turmoil earlier, a reminder of nature's deceptive tranquility. Captain Adam, knowing the unpredictability that awaited him each day at sea, silently vowed always to remain vigilant, prepared, and compassionate, understanding that every choice he made could define the lives of those he led. Days passed, and life aboard gradually returned to its routine rhythm. The vessel once again plied its course, the crew focused yet forever changed by their shared experience. Adam maintained his watchful stance, attentive to every detail, reinforcing safety protocols, and preparing his team for whatever future threats might come. Weeks later, news of Adam's bravery and ingenuity during the pirate encounter spread far and wide, becoming a compelling tale shared among mariners. His reputation grew as a captain who not only navigated the waters skillfully, but also approached adversity with extraordinary courage and measured wisdom. Crew members began sharing the story, recounting their captain's remarkable actions with pride. As the container ship approached its final destination, Adam prepared for the upcoming debriefing with company officials. Despite his humility, he knew his crew deserved recognition and reward. When the company representatives boarded the ship to assess the incident formally, Adam ensured each crew member received acknowledgement for their critical roles. His insistence solidified the crew's admiration and respect for him even further. Returning home after the long journey, Adam was warmly welcomed, greeted as a hero by colleagues and community members alike. Yet, in his quiet moments, Adam knew the real heroes were the men he'd led, individuals whose strength under pressure had transformed peril into triumph. He resolved to dedicate future training sessions to better preparing crews for similar crises, using his experience as a teaching tool for safer voyages ahead. Months passed, and the story became legendary, inspiring sailors across the globe. Adam's approach was studied and incorporated into maritime security training, helping countless vessels better defend against piracy threats. Through his brave yet compassionate actions, Captain Adam had left a lasting legacy not only as a respected mariner, but as a beacon of hope, courage, and leadership on the open seas.